What is Palm Sunday? Why do we have these crosses in church? And why is Jesus riding into Jerusalem on a donkey? I'll explain what's happening right here, right now. So Palm Sunday is a real celebratory day in the church. It starts Holy Week or Passion Week, whatever you may call it. It's a triumphal day. Remember Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem. He rode on a colt which had never been ridden on before, after telling his disciples to go and find one and being given it to ride on. People are coming around Jesus, seeing him coming up to Jerusalem, and it's a real celebration. They are putting their cloaks down and they're putting the palm leaves down, and this is kind of a reflection of an earlier king back in the Old Testament as he was going to his coronation. And this was prophesied 500 years before in Zechariah 9:9. It says, "Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion, shout, daughter of Jerusalem. See, your king comes to you, righteous and having salvation, gently and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey." So the people thought that Jesus was coming to save them both politically and nationally, to restore their fortunes. They were under Roman occupation, to restore Israel to its former glory. He wasn't. They didn't understand that. He was coming to restore them spiritually and bring them back truly into relationship with God. For this and for what didn't happen in their expectation, we see as we go through Holy Week how this crowd turned, especially as it was before Pontius Pilate, and then they went from shouting Hosanna to crucify him. But in this service on a Sunday, we remember that, and it's a real celebratory of Jesus's triumphal entry. Now we, 2,000 years later, are remembering exactly what he was doing, and we know why he was why it was such a triumphal entry. But we remember what the people were saying there, but through our eyes. They were shouting to him, Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, and Hosanna in the highest. Real celebratory words. And the religious leaders at the time were actually saying, Jesus, you've got to stop these people from saying these things. They can't say these things. And Jesus turned around to them, and I love this. He said, look, if they stop, even the stones will shout out. This is a huge day. This is something, well, Jesus turned his face towards Jerusalem. He knew that he was going to go to the cross and he was dying. And this is the point that he walks in or rides in on the colt. And that's why it's such a celebratory day. In churches around the world, we make these palm crosses made of palm leaves, and we will hold them up and celebrate, and they'll be blessed. And we'll keep these. A lot of people will actually keep a lot of these from years and years. One of the nice things about these is next year for our Ash Wednesday service, which starts Lent, we will burn these and use the ashes in that service where we put a cross on our head, reminding us that we are from dust, and that's what we will return back to. But this day, this Palm Sunday, is a real celebratory day at the start of Passion Week, before it gets more reflective for what Jesus has done for us. Why do we celebrate Palm Sunday? Because they celebrated Palm Sunday. They celebrated thinking one reason, and we celebrating knowing the true reason. Jesus went to Jerusalem to bring us back into relationship with him through dying on the cross and being resurrected on Easter Sunday.